CF Fertilisers Guide to Fertilisers. Nitram versus Urea. Both nitram and urea fertilizers are rich in precious nitrogen that is essential for crops to reach the best yields possible. But which is right for you? Both are solid fertilizers. Both contain nitrogen. But there, the similarities end. Urea is manufactured all around the world for global farming requirements. Nitram is produced in Britain for British farming and British conditions. Choosing urea can initially cost less, but it can be much less reliable and effective than nitram and carries a higher risk of poor crop quality and yields. Although urea contains a higher nitrogen concentration than nitram, its low density means that a typical fertilizer spreader will contain almost exactly the same amount of nitrogen between the two. Because urea has very specific rainfall and temperature requirements to work effectively, your yields will be entirely dependent on the weather conditions present when spread. In Britain's maritime climate, this can be unpredictable. Urea can immediately begin to lose nitrogen and continue to do so throughout the hydrolysis process. As a result, a large percentage of nitrogen in urea can be lost before it directly reaches your crop, whereas nitram is ammonium nitrate and a form of directly available nitrogen, which means it supplies your crops precious nitrogen almost immediately, not relying on a chemical change before crops can use it. On average, nitram loses 3% of applied nitrogen compared to urea's 24%, which can be as high as 58% in certain conditions, such as no rainfall. So, in conclusion, urea can be initially cheaper to buy, but carries the risk of poor quality crops and low yields. Nitram was developed in Britain for British conditions and is a more reliable option for British farmers. For more information on this important decision, you can speak to one of our CF experts through these channels. CF Fertilisers, first choice for British farmers.